Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair Top 10. And I am your host, the man Modern Toy Fair has majority custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he just can't stop. The Twilight Knight, the master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails. Nate, how's everybody doing today? What I'm here to do is now to count down the top 10 Star Wars Vintage Collection 2.0 figures that you should buy while you still can, while they're still cheap. So make sure to let me know in the comments down below which Star Wars Vintage Collection 2.0 figures you think I should have picked in my list instead of the ones that I did. So, and always remember to click like and subscribe for more toy-related content. Let's just get right to it. Let's get to the top 10 list as it is. Now, I am specifying these to be Star Wars The Vintage Collection 2.0. For those that may not know or may not understand, the Vintage Collection started back in 2010 by Hasbro, which spotlighted different eras of the Star Wars empire, as it were, starting with The Empire Strikes Back, which was a weird choice to start with, as they had previously done a line of figures a few years prior, which had captured a lot of the Episode 4, A New Hope, or original Star Wars, whichever you prefer. So those characters are already done. So this line ran from 2010 until 2012 and covered the prequels, the main trilogy, some expanded universe as well, and some characters that are now considered part of Legends and no longer in canon. But it went on a hiatus, and when the Black Series launched for the 6-inch, 3.75 followed suit with their own Black Series line. Not nearly as successful as the Vintage Collection was, and in 2018, Hasbro had a change of heart, and they brought back the Vintage Collection, starting with some re-releases of prior exclusive figures, mostly from The Force Awakens, as that was what was out at the time. So 2.0 takes Vintage Collection numbers from 116 up to currently, which is somewhere around the 240 range. So I use these numbers. These numbers are actually located on the back of each and every Vintage Collection card. So each one has its own number, and I will be referring to their names, the movies that they come from, or specific media, as well as that Vintage Collection number. So let's once again get right into it. So number 10 is one that maybe you saw plentiful on the shelves. Maybe you can still find it. That's kind of the idea here. It is Lando Calrissian from Solo. This is VC 139, and this one is really, really cheap. You can find this around retail price. I would snap that up. Reason being, I don't know that the actual Lando show for Disney Plus is going to happen anytime soon, and this may be your only chance to get a Donald Glover version of Lando Calrissian. Now, there's a small cheat here, and I don't know the Vintage Collection number yet, but there is a Gaming Greats figure for Battlefront that actually includes a repaint of Lando, more in his outfit from the end of the Solo movie. So you do have two chances to get Donald Glover, but if you want the one that's actually screen accurate to most of the movie, you're going to want to pick this one. Now, my number 9 is actually the Stormtrooper, and this is the one from Rogue One. This is VC 140. This one's already starting to creep up around that $20 to $25 range. I tried to keep them under 30 to, be still cheap, and so this one falls in that category. Now, this one is a brand new body, all new Stormtrooper. This thing is incredible. The articulation is awesome if you are so inclined to build armies and set up dioramas and such like that, but it also comes with great Rogue One stylized card back, which is just super awesome. Now, they will be re-releasing this figure again later this year, part of a Walmart wave, which the Stormtrooper is going to have an added holster and will be on an original Star Wars card. So we will see that one in the future to see if it makes any other changes that we're not aware of. Now, my number 8 is a little bit of a cheat, but it's also the only way it's sold. So this is the Bad Batch 4-pack that is available from Amazon, and this is VC 208 through 211. Now, this includes 3 different troopers and a Captain Rex. None of the actual characters, the main Bad Batch title characters, which haven't been done in Vintage Collection yet. So the three troopers are awesome. They're fantastic, and it's always great to have extra specialized troopers. Now, this Captain Rex that comes with this actually is the one that's more stylized from his appearance in the Bad Batch with the poncho, but it's a cloth goods poncho, and it can be removed if you're so inclined. And it does have that removable helmet that the previous Captain Rex Vintage Collection figure did not. So this one is still currently right around $62 on Amazon. That is the original price, or right around it. It's actually a little bit down at the moment. Snatch that up while you still can, because people who Army build and Trooper fans alike, as well as people who love the show The Bad Batch, are going to be grabbing that one up. Number 7 is Ahsoka Tano. This is the Corvus version from The Mandalorian. This is VC 222. Now, this is a brand new figure, actually currently hitting shelves now. So you shouldn't have any problems grabbing this one for retail. But this is the very first Ahsoka from her live action debut in The Mandalorian. So it looks like Rosario Dawson, and boy, does it. At 3 3/4, this is an amazing likeness on this figure. The articulation is also great, plus it's a great card back. Ahsoka is always popular, and for whatever reason, people just don't buy enough of them when they're out, because the aftermarket price on almost all the Ahsokas have continued to climb since her debut in 2008. So, number 6 kind of lines up with Ahsoka, but from a different media. This is Darth Maul from the Clone Wars. This is VC 201. This one is still plentiful to find. So this has Darth Maul in the final season of the Clone Wars when he was on Mandalore, and he has the robotic legs, and he has of course, his great double lightsaber. This is a great figure, and it's always cool to have new versions of Darth Maul. And for right now, you can still get this one. Don't put it off. If you want an awesome Darth Maul that's a little bit different from the original version, this is a great way to go. My number 5, this may be a controversial decision depending on how you personally feel about the sequels. I enjoy them for what they are. I have a great time with them, and I have to include some sequel characters on this list, and it has to be Kylo Ren, which is absolutely, bar none, my favorite part of all of the sequel movies, is the part with Kylo Ren and Adam Driver. So this is from The Force Awakens, and this is VC 117. So this is actually the second figure released in the 2.0 series. Again, this was a repack of a previous released, fully articulated, Walmart exclusive Black Series Kylo Ren, but it's a great figure. It's a great representation of the character. And plus, if anyone collects Jedis, dark or light, they're going to want Kylo Ren in their collection. And thus, till this point, has been the only Kylo Ren released in the vintage collection. So number 4, Bo-Katan. And this is Bo-Katan from The Mandalorian, and this is VC 226. Again, this figure is plentiful right now. You can find it easily on most store shelves, with the exception of places like Walmart that just don't carry these. But any place that does, for the most part, is going to have a Bo-Katan. This is the live action version, like I said, from The Mandalorian. This is the one modeled after Katie Sackhoff. And the figure itself is great. It has a removable, swappable head instead of a helmet, so you don't have to worry about an oversized helmet and too small of a head. Great likeness, great articulation, and plus, she's just going to continue to be a major character as we go on. She already has a legacy across Clone Wars. We may not see her in The Mandalorian Season 3, but you can bet we're going to see her at some point, absolutely. So my number 3 then is Boba Fett from The Return of the Jedi. This is VC 186. This is the best version of Boba Fett that has ever been released. I would almost say in any scale. I think this actually is much better, just in overall look and design, and than the 6-inch version that was released right around the same time, the deluxe version. It is a phenomenal figure. It is starting to dry up. You may have to buy online, but get it before it goes above $30. My number 2, this is going to be another controversial choice, but this is Rey, the Island Journey version from The Last Jedi, and this is VC 122. There's a couple of reasons why this is so high on my list. One, there was 3 Reys released across the vintage collection. One was the Force Awakens version, the Last Jedi version was this one, and then there was a Rise of Skywalker version. The one from the Force Awakens is not that good of a figure overall. It's got some great accessories, but the articulation is off, the likeness isn't there. And then the Rise of Skywalker version, if you haven't seen recent prices, go ahead and look online because you're not going to find one of those for under $30 or $40 or most likely 50 or even 60. The figure is pricey, which is kind of funny for a character that a lot of people claim not to like. But the Island Journey version kind of has a funny story to it. It was originally listed as going to be a Walmart exclusive right around the time of the release of The Last Jedi, and Walmart just never picked them up, or whoever was in charge of that. So they never ended up in Walmart stores. They started to go to places like Entertainment Earth and a few places online, but overall, they just ended up at discount outlets, which is why right now you can probably go to a Ollie's discount outlet if you have one of those near you and pick one of these up for about $4. And I suggest that you do pick up several because this is a great representation of this character. Whether you like her or not, it's part of Star Wars, and it's a great representation, and it's at a great price right now. And then finally, my number one is also slightly a cheat in the sense that it's not out in the US yet. However, everything I've read online, everything I've seen as far as reviews states that this is the best version of this particular character that has ever been released at this scale. And this is Darth Vader, The Dark Times from Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is VC 241. Now, this is already hit overseas. In the UK, they have it now. It is something to behold what I've seen already online. You're absolutely going to want to get this. And I think even though it's packed 2 per case, the most of any other one, I think this is going to be a tough one to grab a hold just because so many people are not only going to buy ones to keep on the card like myself, but I will also be buying probably 1 or 2 to keep open just because of how amazing and how like just awesome it looks and the extra accessories that it comes with, because not something that happens a lot in vintage collection, but this does come with swappable hands. So this is pretty cool as you can get different kinds of expressions. You get them pointing, you get them with a fist, lightsaber action, the whole shot. It is awesome. So don't miss out on that one. And that is my list. So once again, let me know in the comments below what you would like to see on my list. And as well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more toy related content. And we will see you either on Wednesdays on Twitch for Only Figs, or here every Friday for new shows and every Monday for reviews. Thanks for watching.